Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. To anyone out there who hears my voice, I appreciate all of your ongoing and continued support, as well as any new viewers and or listeners that might be there. Oh, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to change the angle. It's interesting that the monitor version does not look the same as the portrayed version. Gosh darn it. It's been a long time. There's a lot of rust and there is a lot of dust, people. So we are going to have to work on that. It's a work in progress. I know that the world is coming to an end. I know that everything seems to be going wrong because it is. I know World War III is upon us. Everyone's asking, Barney, what should I do? Where have you been? We need you. What should we do in these troubled times? Who should I vote for? I see what's happening in the world. I'm aware of what's happening in the world. And I do plan on making a comeback. And I didn't plan on making a comeback with the hot burning topic that everyone needs to know about, which is tarot cards. But hey, you know, the world is a crazy place and some things happen that we just don't expect to happen. Press 1 if the sound is good. Press 1 if you can hear me well. We don't expect life to pan out the way it has in our own lives and in the globe. But here we are, and we are doing the best we can. Thank you for the feedback, everybody. I'm not coming back full time yet, but I have missed this YouTube style life. Of course, I was demonetized when I made a video about, let's just say his name, Luigi Mangione. That's the guy that did the thing to the CEO. Of course, I do not support extrajudicial type lynch mobs or executions or what have you. But I did make a comment and discussed how it was a bit odd that society kind of was voting for the bad guy or the Robin Hood. He kind of had like a Robin Hood mystique. Anyways, I got demonetized. Then I got shadow banned. And then a whole bunch of stuff in life happened. And here I am now. Here I am now. I saw a video of one of my favorite YouTubers. Uh-oh. I saw a video. Why do I hear myself? I'm echoing for some reason.
That was me. That was me.
Fix it. Okay. I had 40 viewers for 1 second. They all went away. So hopefully they can come back. I don't know how that happened exactly, but come back, baby. 40 viewers, come back. But and let me work on my ums and ahs and you knows because I am rusty. But there is a YouTuber out there. There's 2 specific YouTubers we're going to talk about today. And the one YouTuber that released a video, let's just show her first. It's not my guest. I do have a live guest in the back. But let's show this. There she is. Yes, I am a fan of this YouTuber. Her name is Claire Luna. Or no, Claire. What's her name? Help me out here. Anyways, I tagged her. Her name is Claire Maria. Claire Maria. Now, kind of odd that a middle-aged American man will be listening to this YouTuber, but I am a fan. I've listened to her for years. She talks about life as a young woman in England and all of its ups and downs. And what do I like about her? I like her openness and I like her honesty. And I highly recommend everyone goes and subscribes. I don't think she ever has done a live. She does edited videos. She's very well spoken, very thoughtful. Definitely give her a like and a sub. Tell her that Barnabas sent her. But the video in question that came up is something about tarot cards. Oh, I can't see it. What's the title of this video? Damn it. She's addicted to online tarot card readers. And I thought to myself, well, that's interesting, because my life has something to do with tarot cards too, actually, shockingly. My first intro to tarot cards, I was 19, and some dude breaks out these tarot cards, and I'm like, what? What's a tarot card? And of course, I didn't know what the spelling was. I didn't understand any of it. And then he tries to explain it to me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Right? What is this? Some Ouija board stuff? Didn't believe it then. Don't believe it now. But that's my first experience with tarot cards. My second experience with tarot cards is kind of a tragic tale, but it is indeed true. There was a time when I met a woman who was a professional corporate woman who had achieved a modicum of success. And come to find out, her grandmother showed her how to read these tarot cards. She was into all of this root spells and all kinds of stuff. And to me, I thought my first thought was, aren't you going to get fired if they find out you do this stuff? But she didn't. She didn't feel like she was going to get fired if people found out. And she just went with it. But that's not the tragic part. The tragic part is she went from a successful corporate type person, and then she devolved into insane paranoid schizophrenia, and she's a homeless person who has a phone, who is still posting stuff on Wi-Fi around New York City. And it's pretty crazy, but it is indeed true. So I didn't believe in tarot cards to begin with, and now I'm kind of biased. Like, what came first, the craziness or the tarot card? So I've got a lot of questions. I was inspired by this Marie Claire. What the heck is her name? Claire Maria. She had a couple of names. She used to be called, I'm a longtime fan. She used to be called Rainbow and something. And then she used to be called something else. She's been around for years. But I really wanted to do this on Annabelle's show, but she didn't want to. You know who Annabelle. Thought it might negatively affect the brand or something. And honestly, I never expected to come back with the hard-hitting tarot card show, but here we are. And since the cat is already out of the bag, you knew it was going to happen. Let's welcome her to the show. Fortune Cookie Tarot by Annabelle. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking rule. Okay.
Annabelle, welcome to the show. Thank you so much. I haven't had this show on for like 6 or 7 months. Thank you for bringing all of your fans. Thank you for bringing all of your supporters. Let's get at it. Let's go over your tarot card resume and perhaps your channel or something. Let's go.
So my name is Annabelle. I am a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. I started reading cards when I was 18. I had a real actual college education. I worked in the corporate environment. I was a professional dog trainer. And somehow during the pandemic, I circled back to being a psychic. And here I am in the Barnosphere. I went as far as the Barnosphere. So yeah. And our origin story, for anyone who's new or anybody who's strolling on in, our origin story, Barney and I actually got into a digital fight. We put him up, man. Got into a digital fight, called each other a bunch of names, said some mean stuff. And now look at us. We get along great.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe peace in the Middle East and throughout the world is possible. And we are leading by example. I love that you changed your camera so we could see the swords and everything. Much better. Great.
And Vigo.
Much better than, and Vigo. Much better than usual setup. So, of course, you're a moderator or something, right? Yes.
I am a moderator, yes.
And I know everyone's dying to give me super chats, but golly gee, I got demonetized. So What I really need right now is watch hours. So if there's any way that you can watch this 10,000 times, maybe I can apply to get monetized again. Who knows? Who knows?
Kids, open up a new tab tomorrow at work and just let her run. Just let it run on repeat.
On repeat or something to that nature,
yeah.
Please. I need 4,000 watch hours, which is a lot. But you never know. You never know. Maybe I'll talk about something else, or I don't even know when I'll be back. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into this video and let's do a reaction video. Are we ready for this?
I'm ready for this. I actually am ready for this conversation.
You ready for, okay. How do I start this? No. Quite rusty here. That's a no. Here we go. And I did tag her and leave her a message, comment. Never spoken to her. I leave comments on her videos. They're quite good, so definitely check them out. This is definitely not a takedown or anything. I just found it interesting, and since I knew a tarot card reader, it's something I wanted to talk about. So let's go in real time. I hope you like this reaction video. Let's go.
Hello, friends, and welcome back.
Oh, and I hope you don't demonetize me, or I'm not monetized, Claire. So, and if you don't like it, I'll just nuke the video. If you see this, you don't like it, just send me a message or claim it or whatever, and I'll get rid of it.
Yeah, just let us know. It's, you know.
Let's see. What is up, everybody?
I've wanted to talk about this for such a long time. It's been on my radar, but I haven't really got around to it.
Let's go 1.5 or 1.25. Let's go. Here we go.
And I wanted to talk about how I believe online tarot readings are keeping you in limerence. And I want to talk a little bit about my personal journey with it, how I ended up down this rabbit hole online, and how I feel that in general, tarot is probably not a good idea. I think first we need to just discuss what limerence is, because for some of you...
Do you know what limerence is?
Yes, I do. And only because my son had used it in regard to really interpersonal teenage relationships. So if I'm correct, it's kind of like this excited state of anticipation and romance, kind of like you're on the hook, but you're not getting through it.
I think it's called like one-itis or P-whipped, maybe. According to AI, it's...
So I don't think it's P-whipped, because I don't think you've actually made the connection. I think it's this kind of, or you're no longer making the connection.
It's been so long since I've had this show that now I need glasses to read. Kind of sad.
I know, me too, right? Like,
how do I look? Limerence, this is AI, is an involuntary state of intense romantic infatuation and obsession, often called love sickness or love addiction. That's Robert Palmer, Addicted to Love. Coined by psychologist Dorothy Tenoff, it is characterized by intrusive thoughts, a desperate need for reciprocation from a limerent object, an LO.
oh my God.
And mood swings.
I have an unhealthy obsession with a lot of things.
Well, there it is. Well, limerent object. So does that mean it doesn't have to be a person?
Yeah, right. It could be the tractor out back.
It could be that
This
guy
episode is brought to you by McDonald's.
It's actually not. Hey, what's up, Maria? Thank you so much.
We don't have a sponsorship, but we're open to it.
Yeah, if there's any tarot card decks or gem purveyors of mystical stones, let's go. We will do it. Thank you so much, Maria. Maria, do you want to come up, Maria? Let me know if you want to say something here. But let's go. Let's get back to this woman. Let's see how she defines limerence.
You might not know what it is. For a lot of you people watching my channel are extremely intelligent and already know. But if you don't know, that's fine as well. I'm just going to quickly tell you what it is. So, limerence is a state of being infatuated or obsessed with another person, typically characterized by a strong desire for reciprocation of one's feelings, but not primarily for a sexual relationship. I didn't know that. I mean, I am just Googling it, but I always assumed that limerence had a sexual aspect to it. So that's interesting. But I wanted to talk about the side of the internet, which I think can be a bit predatory, especially to vulnerable young women. And obviously, this can affect men as well. Men can be affected by limerence, but it seems to be something that is predominantly more female based. As I'm kind of distancing myself from spirituality a bit more, I mean, you know, I've been down the spirituality rabbit hole. I think most people are drawn to it. I think people are drawn to it because everyone is searching for answers, everyone is searching for the meaning of life, and people want to kind of make the best of things and try and work out how to get through life, because obviously life's difficult. It started off pretty harmless by collecting crystals, and then it went towards me deep diving online, looking at spirituality, looking at everything, ayahuasca, everything. I just went on a massive deep dive. And of course, the algorithm will recommend certain things to certain people. And I found online tarot readings. The thing is, I don't want to shit on people that are making their money online, because I understand how hard it is. I understand how hard the word is. For me personally, I've had to downgrade from almond butter to peanut butter. So I know how hard it is. In all seriousness, that was a joke in case you didn't get it. But it's not, it's true, but still. In all seriousness,
She said almond butter with that English accent's a little hard to understand, but
She said almond butter to peanut butter, presumably because her description of her video is like some broke girl who's like trying to use her assets. I'm just going to put it that way, to try and get a green card. So I guess where's she trying to get a green card to? Do you know?
wait, what are you talking about?
The description of her channel.
What does it say? I haven't read the description.
Let me go back to it.
Oh, does she want to leave England? I haven't read the description for her channel for a long time.
One broke girl trying to get a green card using her personality and breast as clickbaits, which I think is chef's kiss. I love it. I love it. Good for her.
I don't know where she's trying to go.
I clearly she's trying to get out of the United Kingdom because things are going bananas over there. But anyway, so
she just quit her corporate job. She was actually on hiatus too for 6 months. She just quit a corporate job. Yeah, I don't think she does talk about her body. There are a few videos where she talks about her body. I'll just leave it at that. But I don't, you know, I find her to be more of a I don't want to, how shall we say, detract from her intellect and her thought process with her assets. I don't know. Maybe let's just listen to her some more. Here we go.
Yeah.
I guess she's sick of the UK.
I'm not shitting on the people that do this as a living. I get it. I get that predominantly the people doing these online tarot readings are predominantly women that have children, and it's a source of income. And obviously they can film from home, looking after their children at the same time and doing these readings. And I never begrudge any woman that wants to do a hustle. I understand it. But I just wanted to go through how it's affected me, basically. And I noticed a while ago that because I wasn't dating, and I'm still not dating, I don't know how long, I probably haven't dated in 2 or 3 years. I just don't date for a number of reasons that I've talked about on my channel, predominantly that I'm unlovable and nobody wants me, but that's another story. But I don't really date. And of course, if you don't date, you don't have...
She's funny, right? She's funny. Do we need to address this? Yeah. Does she need a pep talk? You want to give her a pep talk?
I think she does, and she mentions that a little bit later in this video. She mentions that, but like we could let it keep going because there's still more, right? Isn't there?
There's tons. I mean, I haven't gone live in 7 months. I asked for you to give her a pep talk in case she watches this.
Oh, okay. All right.
Is it not time for a pep talk? I don't know. Like,
no. So
she said some self. I mean, what do you think about that? What did she say? Let's listen to what she said again. She says she's not dating for a long time, and her reason is
that I'm unlovable and nobody wants me. But that's
perfect. Okay.
Yeah, that like, all right. So this has nothing to do with tarot cards, but like when we put that out there, when we're like, you know,
yes, preach, yes,
I'm unlovable and nobody wants me. you're gonna
manifest.
walk in with that. So like here's the thing. When I worked at corporate, you know, I wore suits and you know, office equipment, and I always wore heels. You know, I walk differently when I walked in there. When I would get dressed in the morning, I would get dressed for battle, because I was getting into, I got to go into corporate and I got to go act like a man, still be a woman, still get my job done, not get run over, not have anybody look down my shirt, not say the wrong thing, not be too weird, you know? So like, I would kind of put that character on. So like when someone says like, I'm going to be single forever and I'm unlovable, like I'm going to be alone forever, like, you know, you're throwing that out there, you're crafting that kind of character for yourself. But if you walk in and you go, I'm the fucking weirdo that's, oh, I'm sorry, I'm cursing. We're not monetized. I'm the fucking weirdo that's going to come in here.
Let's try not to cuss, please. I mean, we're trying to get monetized. I have to get 4,000 watch hours, and then the powers that
no
be have
cussing.
to- no cussing.
All right, no cussing. So no cussing, no spitting. So you know, when you know, when you're going into an environment like that, you have to dress for battle. You've got to prepare yourself for that 5-day-a-week job. I think when you get up in the morning, you got to prepare yourself. Like, what kind of day are you going to have? So, you know, if you are going to say, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to get a flat tire and I'm going to be late to everything today, and I'm just going to, you know, get stuck in the muck. You're going to put that out ahead of you. That like you may as well write it down in your planner. So like, I think, and I feel bad for the age group that she is, because they don't have it easy. Like Barney, even you, like you're what, 10 years younger than me, a little bit more. I think you're 12 years younger than me. I'm 50. I'm going to be 55 in July. So you're like 12 years younger than me, right?
I'm 49, turning 50. So.
Oh, well, you seem a lot younger. So.
No, but it
it
is different. You had like a whole 4 years plus 1 year of high school before. Like I'm middle. Yeah. Like 4 years, 5 years. It is a difference. It is a difference. And this woman looks, I mean, she could be anywhere from, I don't know, 27.
I think she's young. I think
30.
she's young, late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, she's really young. And all of those kids, like, you know, how did we meet people? We went out to a bar. You went out to go see a band play. You went out to go see a sporting event. You met somebody getting a hot dog, you know, like these kids. And I saw this coming when I was like in my 40s with all the people in the dating apps that were swiping, you know, I don't know. Like, can you really make a connection on an app like that? Like, are you really just going for superficial and whatever information they want to disclose? So like, is that information correct or not? I don't know. I know a lot of people that got catfished. So, you know, there's no connection. And so I say, bring back the matchmaker, make me a match. I say,
find me a fine, catch me a catch.
Exactly. You know, there are organizations up in the city here in New York that they have matchmaking things like executive matchmaker, 100K plus, you know, like there's all kinds of matchmaking that they'll do. And these are people that are like looking for a
wife, husband.
Yeah. Like, you know, somebody who's going to be a power monger like they are. Because the services cost $10, $20, $50,000. Not kidding. $50,000. We guarantee you a mate. Love that kind of guarantee. But, you know, these young kids, like they did not, even my son, like, you know, that they were out of school for 2.5 years. They missed all this interpersonal stuff, and they're kind of delayed a couple of years as a result of that. Now, if this young girl, if Claire Maria is in her late 20s or her 30s, she too was positioned differently. during that whole 2 years that we had lockdown, like you get to miss out on all that stuff. So, maybe some people hooked up and got married, like, oh, may as well do this because it's nice to have somebody in the house in my, COVID bubble. I don't think that her story is uncommon in that age group. I don't think it's uncommon. So,
the other thing, I know she just moved. I don't know so much about England, or I don't know where she lives now. And make sure you sub to her right there. I know that
I subbed to her.
Perfect. I know that she used to live, I think, in an area that's not that populated, and it looks like she finally moved. But when there's not a lot of people around, that could cause a problem. It's not like New York City where there's 10,000 people just everywhere you go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, what were you saying? She's unlovable and what was yours?
No. I think how she feels is how a lot of her age group feels. I think she's acutely feeling a pandemic of sorts in that particular demographic. I think those kids were pinned down for a couple of years and they missed out on some, interpersonal Sir Mix-a-Lot,
Sure.
But she did say, she understands like women like are reading tarot cards online. And I have an opinion. I have an unpopular opinion about this.
Is it, you gonna save it for the end, or?
No, I will let you guide me all the way to the end.
Okay. All right. Well, one other thing I wanted to say was that tarot person that went crazy that I know, who's now homeless and completely insane, she would do tarot readings. She was a YouTuber with a very successful YouTube. It's all taken down now because she was posting crazy stuff. And then she would get, of course, her private readings. And shockingly, I think the beads are bad for content, Annabelle. They're making noise.
Oh,
so I'm gonna mute you.
I'm fidgety.
They're distracting me. Yeah. So shockingly, a lot of her clients were men. And it was always about women. And she would explain to me what these guys were going through, which is things that a lot of men go through. But when you hear the story, it's like, oh my God, it's like this woman is in rehab and she's cheating on me. And it's like she's like doing all this stuff. And it's just like every single, red flag, or as Dan Savage would say, DMT, or dump the MFer already. DTMFA. And really they just needed these dudes needed like a bro to be like, bro, she must be pretty. I mean, if you're gonna put up with all of that, I swear to God, she better be a 10 on 10, at least a 9. Like, because it's insane. It's to put up with the things that I heard, and it just is what it is. But anyways, let's get back to this woman. I think she is lovable because I love her channel. Let's get to it.
It's another story. But I don't really date. And of course, if you don't date, you don't have that partner there. You don't have that partner there in the evenings. You have a lot of time in your hands. You have a lot of time on your hands where you feel like, oh, I could do a bit of interaction. Obviously, I'm not swiping. And a lot of people, if they're single, they just use the swiping. They just use the swiping as a way to distract themselves from the loneliness of not having someone. And as I wasn't really doing that, and I still don't date, I thought, I need something. I need something to distract me. And these tarot readings were harmless enough. And at the lowest point of entry, they are simply a pep talk. And I would use these as a pep talk. I would use the ones that were saying, you're going to make it, you're going to be abundant, you're going to have lots of money. And I was just using them almost as a subliminal to try and reprogram my mind. And in a way, there's not really a lot wrong with that. And I think sometimes I still do use them. But the ones I don't like are the ones that keep women in limerence, the ones that keep women believing that their twin flame is going to come back to them, the ones that tell women that he's just shy or he's just anxious, that's why he hasn't approached you. Of course, the more of these I watched, the more the algorithm would feed me. And I would sit in my ivory tower and I would make videos about how men are addicted to porn. When one day I was like, shit, girl, you're addicted to...
Didn't expect that. Kind of out of left field, but interesting correlation. Interesting correlation she draws there. Do you want to discuss what she was talking about this? What was she saying? The twin flame's going to come or whatever. This one.
The more the algorithm would feed me, and I would.
Do you do that? Are you guilty of this, Annabelle?
No, I hope not. Emphatically, I don't like to do that. So people will come to the table with readings about a few things. Work, am I going to get some money, and tell me about my love life? Like that's the way it goes. One of the things that I never wanted to be, I never wanted to be one of those readers. There's a little hypocrisy coming up, guys. So buckle up, put the seatbelts on. A little hypocrisy turn here. Can you still hear me? Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a call on my mobile. But
you need to take
no, not at all. Okay. Not at all.
I'm going to mute myself when I eat these.
All right, go for it. So I never wanted to be one of those readers that said, hey, girl, if you fell on this reading, this one's for you. He is waiting for you to come back. He's sitting by the phone. He feels sorry every single day. And like, share, and subscribe for more like this. So as a business person, I get the hook. You want people like, hey, come on in. Like, I lit this fire over here. Why don't you come on in, check it out. But I feel like it's very irresponsible. And I had a real life situation with this. So one of my girlfriends was dating someone who was not very nice to her. Let's just put it that way. And I don't want to use any particular words, but he was not very nice to her. And she kept breaking up and making up. And she was seeing these TikTok videos, and she was like, I follow this girl. She does horoscopes. She's like bang on every time she gets to mine. And this is where my hypocrisy comes in, because I am doing daily horoscopes for different signs. I'm dropping them every now and then. I'm throwing a tarot card. But I'm giving like a general overview of the astrological climate. And then I give them the tarot card, tell them what to wear for the day, what to beware of. You might need your galoshes because it's going to be raining. You might need some sunglasses because it's going to be sunny. But I think when you start throwing out general readings like that, when you just sit there and you're like, doing readings live and you're like, hey, I don't know who this is for, but I think it's for you. There's a lot of women out there, a lot of men that are out there that are on the cusp of a breakup, peri-breakup, after breakup. And if they're the breakee and not the breaker-upper, they're gonna, I agree with this young lady that those kinds of channels will vulnerable. Keep you in limerence. And a lot of people think, I get accused all the time of charging people outrageous amounts. I wish. Some of the amounts that I've heard thrown around are absolutely ludicrous. And that's not to say that some readers don't get that. I know plenty of people that have been pitched readings for $1,000 to contact a dearly beloved, somebody who's passed on. One of my really good friends used to go to like a witch doctor. I don't know what to call this woman.
Papa Shango.
I don't, yeah, like the Shadow Man from, she wasn't like voodoo, or I think it might have been Santeria. I don't know. But one of my girlfriends, and my girlfriend's a brilliant person. She's very, very smart. It's a different girlfriend. Very, very smart, in charge of some very, very big systems in our economy. I'm going to say that. And she went to this woman who's down in Camden. You know what Camden is. Camden's like a nightmare. I'm like, I can't believe you would go to Camden. So she goes to Camden, and this woman told her she had like a generational curse on her or something like that, and sold her like a milk jug, like a plastic milk jug with a bunch of nonsense put in it, and told her she had to take it to this river and dump it out while not looking at it, and then walk away and not look at the river. And she was in Camden. She was in like this little place in Camden. I was like, you are so lucky that she didn't have counterparts that like jumped out of bushes and like stole everything else from you. But she paid hundreds of dollars for this jug of water. Like that kind of befuddles me.
Well, wait a minute. As I've said before, I don't believe in it. I believe that you believe in it. So who are you to say that the jug of water is not going to work compared to the cards? Maybe you need a jug of water for $1,000. I mean, I'm just saying we got to be consistent, right?
Barney, I'm not paying
if I paid $1,000 for a jug of water to pour in a river and my life would be perfect, money well spent.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Who are you to judge? Let he who is without sin throweth the first tarot card. Go ahead.
I believe that we have the power to deflect anything like that. You don't have to be special. You don't need an exorcist. You don't need a demonologist to come in. You have the power to deflect anything like that. A spell or curse will only hurt you if you believe in it. If somebody sells you on the idea that they can magically affect your life, for good or for bad, it's going to work. So she said something interesting at the lowest entry point. It's a pep talk. Bingo. It is a pep talk. But it's a pep talk if you go to someone who is conscientious and psychic and does the work that's behind this, because this isn't like I just roll out of bed and like do psychic stuff every day. Like there's other work that I do. I do guided meditations to sharpen my skills. I test myself all the time. I'll remote viewing. I have a bank of pictures with numbers attached that's through a third party, and I'll pick one of those and do remote view on the picture in there.
Remote viewing, it sounds like the most scammy thing I've ever heard of. Wasn't that, remember that movie Beastmaster? Or there was some movie where like they would send the eagle out and they could like see through the eagle, or was that Game of Thrones?
That's a little different. I wish I could do that. I would get an owl.
Whatever. It's all scammy to me, but hey, if you believe in it, that's good enough for me. So I respect it. And that's why it's okay.
So there are people that could testify to things that I told them that I would not have known, or that I could not have known. One of the things, like I like to do video calls with my clients because like they're all over the place. They're some are in Australia, some are in New Zealand. But people sometimes struggle with the camera, and I'm like, I don't have to see you. I don't even want to see you. I just want you to see what I'm doing. I want you to look at what's coming up on my table or what my face is doing. Because I do think, body language wise, we can read certain things off people's posture. If I'm trying to sell someone something, if I'm trying to sell you a widget and I'm going with my pitch, at some point, if you sit back and your shoulder dips, like, I know I lost you. You're like, you're gone. You're out of there. You're not buying. If you are sitting up a little bit straighter and reaching for your wallet, I know you're ready to buy. So, I don't want those kind of cues when I'm doing a reading with someone. Am I on all the time? No, not sometimes. Like, I'm not given a good reading, and I'll tell people I'm not getting anything. I'm not going to charge you. Let's rebook for another day. See if we can get some stuff that comes in a little bit better. But I also don't like to do repeat readings for people. if you ask me the same question 15 times, when is Bob coming back? Bob left me for a waitress that worked at the truck stop he used to go to before he got home. When is Bob coming back? My kids are hungry. Like, when is Bob coming back? I can't. You're muted, I think.
No, I'm not muted. I'm just like, damn. I mean, that's sad.
Yeah. Like, there's a point where the reader has to be a bit more responsible and has to say, you know what, we got to give this a rest. I've had people argue with me. I've had people with, I had someone. Oh.
we need a timer for you, right? We're working this out.
Go.
I hope I wasn't,
No, I love that. I love that.
Okay,
Can
good.
they hear
Okay,
us
good.
over that?
I think so. I don't know. All right. Let's get back to Claire Maria.
Claire. Let's talk about Claire.
Let's talk about her. Interesting that she compares and contrasts adult movies and males to
But
tarot cards. I found that interesting, actually. Like,
for
the
her,
addiction.
it might have been like that. It might have been like that. Like, it's if somebody is giving you a psychic reading and telling you everything you want to hear, it's tickling that dopamine center. It's doing it. So I get what she was saying with that.
Check the private chat. I just sent you a super secret message. Do you see that? How do you feel about that? Or not?
Yeah.
You can say no.
I could do that. Absolutely.
So let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, go ahead.
Hi. Oh, so Claire Marie, if you would like, you could get a reading with me, a private one for free. So I'll do that. Doesn't have to be public or anything. You don't have to announce it. But I have some links.
Yeah, you fucking rule.
Send me an email, fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. You can copy in Barney if you guys are in. Are you in contact with her?
No, never spoke to her. No, just leave me out of it. It's fine.
Yeah, I will full on do a private reading for her. I'll do her astrology. I'll go bananas. fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com. fortunecookiestarot@gmail.com.
Awesome. There it is. All right. So, and let's get back to it. Let's see what she says here.
Sit in my ivory tower and I would make videos about how men are addicted to porn. When one day I was like, shit, girl, you're addicted to tarot, online tarot readings. You cannot get through the day without listening to an online tarot reading.
I think it just occurred to me why I like this woman. It's the... Oh, this is gross. Maybe I should put that down. Don't let me have my chew toy on the camera.
Police are coming to get you.
Kinda gross. Yeah. I like that she has self-accountability. Wow, refreshing. That's awesome.
Yeah. I for that reason, I don't know. If she really feels like she was addicted, the worst possible thing I could do is give her a really good reading. But she may not want that offer. But it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah, fine. No, whatever. Well, the title of her video is "Your Tarot Addiction is Keeping You in Limerence." I think that's the title of it. So interesting enough.
Yes.
All right, let's hear what she has to say.
Telling you that someone from your past is going to return. And I think I don't want to name specific individuals because that would be mean. But if I just go through my For You page, because I noticed since I'm not working, I noticed I was coming back to this stage because obviously when I was at work, I was busy all the time. And all of a sudden I had all this time to fill. And I found myself going back to the tarot readings, just harmlessly while I was washing up or I was cleaning, as most people do. I tend to try and listen to podcasts while I'm doing something, like I think most people do. I rarely sit down and have a 3-hour just watching a podcast. I think most people do something while they are listening to it. So just some of these that keep women in limerence, which I think are really dangerous, such as this one. They watch you like a hawk. They want to get to know you better. If you're familiar with tarot readings, it taps into the insecurities of women, and it taps into this feeling that the person that is not with them anymore, or the person that for whatever reason they've split up, is still thinking about them. It plays on the insecurity that this man is still watching you. This man is still going through your social media. This person is going to imminently return. Your mutual crush loves you. They just haven't approached yet. You're about to have your big win. Don't give up. The thing is, it's what I've created. It's what I've created clicking on them. You've reached celebrity frequency. You're going to be a star. You have star potential. You get the gist. You get the gist of it. It's keeping women preoccupied with that fuckboy that they should really live alone. It's like the same as when I see ghosting videos of what to do when he ghosts you. Well, obviously, if someone ghosts you, you move on. There is no video. And obviously, people make that video because it gets clicked. But if someone's ghosting you, you move on. I mean, I don't need to make a video about that. I just noticed that for me, it was almost becoming like the female addiction. In the same way as men become addicted to porn, I felt like I was going through my own mini addiction, and because I don't really have a lot of vices, I don't drink, I don't smoke, etc. I don't get high. I mean, everyone has a vice. At the end of the day, everyone has a vice. And I noticed I was addicted to online tarot readings, especially like me. If
I have a question for you, non-related to the topic. I hope Claire watches this. I hope she likes this. Is she editing this, or is that editing software? Do you notice? They're great. You can't even tell there's an edit unless you watch the screen and then it jumps. You probably didn't even know, did you?
No, I did notice. I thought it was edited.
You think she physically watches and edits?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is fine. I wish I could do that.
No, she's great. I mean, she does all long form, and they're great. They're great. I'm a big fan. Anyways, let's get back to it.
I would class myself as permanently single. I am permanently single. I hate to use the word incel because I made a video on that before and men did not like it when I referred to myself as an incel. But I would class myself as permanently single. I can't find love, can't meet anyone. When I do approach people, they ignore me.
I think she said femcel. That's the first.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is that? Like,
you don't know what an incel is?
Like in a dating respect? No, I don't think I've ever heard that.
So it's, I guess it's an acronym, involuntarily celibate. So like a dork who can't get laid is basically what it's typically men. I guess the archetypal figure is a kind of scrawny, greasy dude who plays too many video games, never got laid in high school, keeps going, scared of, or maybe he even talks to girls, but video. Well, no, it's more like computer gaming, which is like a whole nother level.
Oh, he's downstairs.
Stop it. But
I'm a Warcraft widow. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, but the incel, and it's a whole thing, and people, it has a negative connotation because there's a dark side to incels. There's a frustration to not finding a mate, to not having the how shall we say, intercourse. And there was a guy, and he's actually called King of the Incel. This is not funny. This is horrible. He was called King of the Incels, and he made a video, and he was a handsome dude. I think he was like half Asian, something. You know, his parents had money. He was in a Beamer. He looked all right. He looked creepy, obviously, but he sits there and he's in this car and he's filming himself, talking about his life, how he's never had relations with a woman. And it's tough. It's tough when you see Instagram and you see everyone else. There's a fear of missing out, and it is difficult. Everyone wants to be loved. I think most people want to mate, honestly. even this Maria, she does want to mate, but she's just struggling there. But the problem with the King of the Incels is after he did that, he went to sorority with a thing and did the thing. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And then that kind of put that term, and then they're branding it as this horrible thing. And then this is when they started fighting the manosphere and the quote unquote pickup artists. And the pickup artists were like, and the manosphere guys were like, they said, oh, he's toxic. He's from the manosphere. And the manosphere guys are like, he needs the manosphere to tell him to up his game to how to get women. And the truth is, if he had a woman that was treating him kindly, that never would have happened. Now, of course, I'm not saying that women owe him anything. Women don't owe men anything. But if he had whatever he was lacking, because it wasn't money or he came from a nice socioeconomic background. It seemed like a broken home or something of that nature. But so that's where incel's been around for. I got to stop saying If I say one more time,
I barely noticed,
I'm going to punch myself in the nose right on the camera. I need to stop saying, oh, stop it, Barnabas.
Replace it with like.
That is not an upgrade. That's a lateral, equally horrible.
That's like the
filler.
news. Like,
but I wonder if her edits. I wonder if she edits it. I wonder, does she say those? Because I don't hear them. But anyways, that doesn't matter. She's the first person that brought the term femcel to my purview, which is a woman that can't get laid, but it's. And she mentioned how the men are mad. Yeah, because she can attract a mate. She just can't attract a mate that
I have an opinion.
Maybe she wants.
I have an opinion.
Hold on. Barney, I didn't notice. Thank you so much. Cindy Dogwood Cottage. I appreciate it.
So there is a period in your 30s that it gets a little dicey. And I think the question that comes in is, well, if she's pretty or at least attractive enough to catch my attention, she's got to be crazy. There's something wrong with her. And woe betide if you've been divorced. They're like, all right, now there's really something wrong with her.
So what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying here? What?
I think that there is a point in female culture, the female American culture, where if you are of a certain age, that men are reluctant to get involved with you at that level because they feel like there's something wrong with you. You're either crazy or you're going to get your claws in them and tally ho because you're desperate to get married. And I think that
well, hold on.
I think that's
hold on.
It's valid. What?
Say this again. We need to break this down.
Okay. So
you're saying are you talking about baby rabies?
Well, yes and no. About? I think the perception is that women have marriage hysteria and baby rabies because
they're getting old. The biological
clock is ticking.
Yes,
and I think that men are aware of that. Also, there's the biology here. So I do think, when we are flush and young and able to reproduce, we become more attractive at the times of optimal reproduction. The whites of our eyes get brighter, our eyes get bigger, our faces get more symmetrical. Science. This is science. This is science. You didn't know that? Our women's lips will get much rosier. I'm screaming. Am I screaming?
No, why? Who says that?
Someone said I was screaming.
Oh, you sound fine.
So sorry if I was screaming. So no, there are physiological changes that happen when you are more fertile. And so all of that is to attract a mate. It's a physical thing that happens to females so that they attract a mate. That's why men find curvy figures more attractive, because they are more suited to give birth or produce offspring. So
sure, we are animals. Bodies do respond. There's a new poll up, by the way. So women, okay, this is what the manosphere says, which is true. not for everyone, of course, but women in their 20s have, I've seen a good time. And they think that that good time will last forever. And it doesn't. It doesn't. So, and I want to, this is the new respectful channel. So I don't want to say too much, but what else were you saying? What is baby rabies? Dave Murphy, baby rabies is when you really want a kid. It's usually women get it in their 30s. And I'm sure we've all seen it in its interesting forms. There it is. What else? Did you what were you saying? Did I interrupt you? Are we good?
No, someone said I was screaming. And
all right, is Annabelle screaming? If Annabelle's
from
screaming,
New Jersey, I just talked.
press 1. Is there
Am
sound?
I screaming? And these are new headphones, so I've got.
You sound
new...
fine to me, but you never know. If Annabelle is screaming, press 1. If she's not screaming, press 2. All right. Anyways, okay. So should we? Is it time to move on back to Maria or Claire?
So,
or what were we saying?
Yeah, I mean, Cindy had a good point. She said, you know, if she's not dating, she's not going to be able to make those connections or become less of a femcel. So,
there's no screaming. Don't let it. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not, you know, and check out her channel. She talks about the ups and downs, dating apps. It's a pretty interesting channel, honestly.
I absolutely, like, anybody that's dating, I feel for them. It's even before Greg and I started dating. I mean, we were secretly dating for 2 years and everyone knew it except for us. And yeah, we were hanging out all the time and like going to events with each other. And then when I finally planted a kiss on him, we were like, "Ooh, now we got to tell everybody we're dating. It's going to be so weird." And everybody was like, "Oh, you guys have been dating for 2 years. Did you not know?" And we were like, "Oh, guess we didn't realize it." So, he was a guy friend that became my husband. He was a guy friend.
Of course he was. Don't. We'll stop. Please don't get me started on this. Please don't get me started on this. Let's get back. Let me salvage this. I'm getting triggered. Let's go.
No, purchase me. I am permanently single, so I would rely on these readings.
Wait, stop it! Stop it right there.
Readings to tell me.
So again, like the permanently single thing, like I don't.
She's given up. She's given up. Like, and that's the thing with incels. They just get to a point where they may be able to build a computer. They may be able to do trigonometry, advanced calculus. Who knows? All kinds of things. But to figure out how to make a woman attracted to them, it's like this impossible equation. And at some point, sometimes we give up. Do I think she's going to be permanently single? Absolutely not. I think it's kind of a cope. And it's a kind of a way to just, I'm single. Let me have a cup of tea and listen to these online tarot readers. I mean, do you think she's going to be permanently single? I don't.
I hope not. She's certainly very, very attractive and very thoughtful. There's like funny goes a long way with me. Like Greg is really hilariously funny. He's also very smart. Like, is he hunka burn in love? Yeah. But like when that's over, like, what do you talk about over brunch?
Right.
I think that's important. And I think for this young lady, maybe that, little honey that's out there for her is a little bit different from what she's looking for now. And that's an exercise that let
me translate that. Annabelle just said to lower your standards. That's
no. That's not what I said.
Yes, that's womanese, and you're speaking womanese, and I'm translating it. Lower your standards.
What I'm saying.
Look, she's great. She's got a lot of great qualities, but it's a negative attitude, right? And that's
sometimes we think that there's this archetype that we're supposed to, secure and mate with. So like maybe she has been coached by her family, her culture, that it should be somebody who works in banking and they should, come from a good family from this area and that area. Maybe that's not it. Maybe this gal is supposed to wind up with this wacky, wild painter who is ridiculously successful. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's not looking high enough. Maybe she's dating laterally, and maybe she should be doing something else, So I have my clients draft their ideal mate, make a wish list, and then revisit it for a week. And there's going to be stuff you can cross off. There's going to be stuff you're going to add. Maybe you want a cat person. Maybe you want a dog person. Maybe you want someone who wants to own a llama farm one day. Put it on the list.
What a beautiful dream that is.
And then when you look at that, maybe what you were looking for is very different from what you were shopping for. Because you go back and you cross-reference it with those dudes and women that you're swiping away. Maybe it's something very different. Maybe her life needs a whole upheaval and she needs to get a green card and go live in Fiji or Australia or America.
Well, her update is, I've been listening to her for years. Again, she doesn't go live from what I've seen. And she moved from some place to some other place. I don't know England. I don't know if she said it or not, but it doesn't seem to be. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what I was trying to get with that point, but let's just move on and listen to her. So let's have a listen here.
That my blow up was about to happen. They would feed me what I wanted to hear, basically. They would feed me that I was about to reach my breakthrough. There were certain ones that, like, if you see this, it's meant for you. If you see this, you're about to reach your breakthrough. I had to realize that it was kind of all bullshit. As I say, I get it. I get that people are making these videos because it's a quick buck. It's a quick buck. You can churn out multiple videos really quickly. You don't really have to edit them. You can even just be off camera. You can literally just shuffle cards. And it's relatively easy to churn out a lot of content really quickly. And what I noticed when I was doing my channel is that I was not producing quickly enough for the algorithm. It didn't matter what I was producing. It didn't matter how many people clicked on it. I was not producing purely the volume that YouTube needs. And this is why these videos do really well, is because the people can churn out a lot of videos really quickly, and they're genuinely happy, positive videos that people will click on. They're giving people what they want to hear. They're giving people the belief that that person's going to come back to them. They're giving the belief that they are queen-like energy, and they get lots of clicks. And for every time I look at one of these videos, I'll look at the comments, and it will just be some girl saying, "Thank you so much for this reading. He hasn't contacted me in a year, but I know he's just going through a few things, and I know he's going to contact me." And I just feel for this girl because I have been in that situation. And the thing is, instead of someone telling that person to move on, there'll be 50 comments below it telling the girl, yeah, stick with it. Twin flames are a thing. Twin flames are real. Just give him space, just give him time. And that's really why I started doing my videos, is I wanted to give women the honest advice about what men are like. And if he's ignoring you, he doesn't want to be with you. He's not going through an emotional time. He's not too busy at work. Men are generally straightforward. If they are ignoring you, they do not want to be with you. And that's harsh. And if men ghost you, they are not interested. It's sadly pretty simple. And I think sometimes women tend to just overanalyze things, and they tend to just make up things in their head about, oh, he's still watching me. Yeah, there's probably people from my past that still watch me, and they don't want to be with me, but they still watch me, and they continue to watch my videos, which I do not understand. For the love of God, I do not understand why someone that doesn't want to be with me would still keep up with me, would still watch my videos, would still try and see how I'm getting on. I don't understand it, but that's what men are like. Men will watch your stories, they'll watch your content, and have absolutely zero interest of turning that into a DM, turning that into a phone call. It's just how men are, sadly. Men like to watch stuff and then not act on it. So that's when I picked up on the habit, and I worked out, oh, I'm falling back into the old pattern. I'm falling back into the old pattern of using the online tarot readings as a crutch, online tarot readings are literally the equivalent of men having a porn addiction. It's the female addiction. Female tarot readings online are the female.
Let's get the comments up. Is female online tarot reading equivalent in males adult movies?
I wish they were, because that's a billion-dollar industry.
I don't. That's interesting. I'm not saying that it's not.
Yeah, but I do think, you know,
I think if I may, I think the problem is more pervasive with men in that addiction than how many women do we think in America, percentage wise, are into tarot? We don't have a number.
yeah, I have no idea.
We could AI it. What do we think? If anyone has any ideas, please put in the chat. What's the equivalent there? And I will Google and find out what AI thinks about tarot usage in America amongst females and males. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I don't even know. Where was I going? What was I saying?
Whatever. Tarot usage in USA, percentage, male versus female. Like, AI has an answer for everything, right? I need my glasses. All right, let's go.
We do too.
Approximately 30% of U.S. adults consult tarot cards. Do you think it's 30? 30.
I'll take it. I'll take a third.
Approximately 30% of U.S. This is AI, of course. Consult tarot cards, horoscopes, or fortune tellers. Now, see, that's a big spread. At least once a year. Okay, so not very often. With usage heavily skewed toward younger women and LGBTQ plus adults. Didn't know that. Research indicates 57% of tarot buyers are women. Is that just buying of the cards or buying of the service? And users aged 18 to 49 are most active. Interest is particularly high among women, with a 2025 survey showing 43% of women aged 18 to 49 believe in astrology, compared to 20% of men at the same age group. So you know, what is the male equivalent to women in these tarot cards? I don't know. I don't have a better answer. So until then, I guess we're just going to go with what Claire said. But I
don't know if that. I mean,
maybe sports.
Yeah, I think that's.
I think sports is more, because people love sports, and I love going to Orioles game. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna. I just am not interested necessarily in watching games on TV. It doesn't. I'm not saying that I'm better than that or I'm cooler than that. It's just my body, my choice, my brain. It doesn't. It's not like, oh, the game is on. Said never. Like when the Redskins won 3 Super Bowls, sure, let's go. But so, yeah. Anyways, let's get back to Claire. Let's see what she says.
Addiction. They are the female version of the porn addiction. And yeah, women can be addicted to porn, but it's not at the same rates as potentially a woman can watch this, because it's not just an isolated field. If you really deep dive into the online tarot world, it's thousands and thousands of videos. And I think I started getting into it just by harmlessly watching tarot readings for my star sign. That's how you start. You start off just reading the tarot.
It's the gateway drug.
Just reading the Sagittarius. What's gonna happen?
It is though. It is, because even who do we have? Do you know who Walter Mercado is? Are you familiar with that? You don't know Walter Mercado? He's Puerto Rican. He's flamboyant, and he's kind of like Liberace on estrogen.
He's a baseball player. He plays on the Orioles.
No, he's like he does the horoscope. He has passed, but he was famous amongst the Latino community. I'm not sure he even speaks English, honestly, but he was so famous that even I knew about him. Of course, they made a big documentary. I mean, check it out, Walter Mercado. He's very famous.
I don't know. I might be just blanking out. Such a beautiful day.
Okay, yeah. But all right, let's get back to it.
My dog is here.
No, but who was the first? Isn't there a famous American tarot or horoscope? I feel like that is the gateway
Well,
drug. That's my first introduction
Yeah.
to the modern day mystical. What do we call this stuff? The something? The paganism?
Paganism. Esotericism.
Okay, thank you. I stand corrected.
Esoteric world.
Happened to Sagittarius this week, etc. And then that's when you fall down the rabbit hole. That's when you fall down a rabbit hole as a woman of watching these tarot readings, thinking that people are watching you, thinking that you're going to have your big glow up, and thinking that people are going to reach out to you. And that's sadly what happened to me. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but yeah, I think as smart as I am.
No, yeah, John. No, he would talk to the. Yes, that's the one that talked to the people who had since moved on. I think. Do I have Trump tarot cards? I don't.
No, they're all the.
It's yeah, I do have them. It's right next to my
Trump
Trump Bible. It's next to my Trump Bible.
The Trump tarot cards, he always is like the devil or something like that. It's like he's depicted in some of the political decks.
Oh, they do have Trump tarot cards. Do you have some? Do you have Trump tarot cards?
No, I don't. They're all negative. They're all like really negative toward him.
Yeah, how could they not be at this time? But let's go.
I got addicted to online tarot readings. Luckily, it goes even further. There is a side of the internet where you have to pay for tarot readings. It's no different from people in the manosphere doing their telegrams and getting people to sign up. And I saw ones where they give half the reading and then you have to pay for the end of the reading to see what his feelings and thoughts are about you.
That I think is wrong. Like that's wrong.
Sounds like good business sense. That's what you need to do. Get them hooked, pay for the rest. It's like, oh, try our program for free. Or you can read this article. You read it right until the good part. Oh, you got to subscribe.
It just feels so wrong.
If charging for tarot is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What do you think, Raven?
Should we show the dog? Let's show the dog. Let's go. Dog content.
Here, Raven. She's like, no.
That looks like my Molly, actually. Like a collie, shepherd, border collie.
She's border collie.
Australian shepherd.
Yeah.
Wonderful dogs. Wonderful dogs. All right, let's get back to it. Let's see here.
And I think that can be particularly manipulative. I don't like it when people are asking money for tarot readings online in that kind of way. And I get it. I see people and they say, well, it's my job and I can't just do this for free. I need to live. And I get it. But I think when you're just using vulnerable people like that and telling them that someone's going to come back when they're not, it's really unsavory. And I don't like how it sits. But at the same.
Okay. Question. We've established that you believe in your tarot cards. You believe in what you say. You tell me you're honest, and you haven't shown me dishonesty otherwise.
I believe it.
But my question for you is, do you think that there are purposefully deceitful and dishonest tarot card readers?
Yes, 100%. Because, in some of the strategizing that I've worked on my channel for 2026, I had a few friends that were like, go check out what this person's doing, go see what other readers are doing. And some of them are not like, I'm an academic. Like I understand tarot, the connection to Kabbalah, Freemasonry, all of that. I understand those connections. There's a lot. I'm still learning stuff about the practice. And there's some readers out there that are doing, like these, romance, love readings, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's if you fell on this is for you. And they're reading the cards wrong. And like, that kind of makes me upset. Like,
but reading the cards wrong, they'll probably say that you're reading the cards wrong, but it's just, do they believe themselves That's like arguing the Bible. Oh, the King James is the true. No, the Quran's. I mean, everyone's going to.
There's a canon definitions for the cards. There really are, and you can't say like, I can't give an example, but there are some people, like, you can never say that the tarot that you can never say that the Sun card is a bad card. You can never say that. It just never comes up as a bad card. There are 78 cards in the deck, twice that if you use reversals. I do reversals. It's 3 up and 3 down. So, it's 78 times 3 for me, for the meanings of the cards. If somebody were to step to me and say, oh, the Sun card, oh my God, like all your shit's going to come out. Oh, sorry. I have to argue that. It's not what I don't have a good context for this, but some of them are not reading the cards. They are not doing psychic reading. So like, I'm totally fine if somebody's not going to do a psychic reading, because I have people that I train and I work with that are just inductive readers. They just read the canon definition of the card. They can go from point A to point B really fun. But if you are purporting to be a psychic, you really should kind of bring that to the table. And there's got to be some ethical boundaries in there. Ethical boundary hard stop for me is doing the general readings. General readings for if you fell on this reading, he's still thinking about you, go back to him. Bring your babies. He misses the babies. Bring your babies back to him. Like, that is such an irresponsible thing. That's like meeting, a person out on the street and they say, oh, I just broke up with somebody and I'm like really upset. And you go, well, don't be upset about it. Go back to them. You have no idea what they're going back to. You have no idea. Like,
did you catch? She mentioned Twin Flame. Did you watch the Twin Flame documentary or not?
So I didn't watch the Twin Flame documentary, but I know enough about it that I have an opinion.
How can you not watch it? That's like not watching the Tiger King. It's like un-American.
I didn't watch the Tiger King.
Oh.
I was working. While everybody else was watching the Tiger King, I was working. So everybody was day drinking and watching the Tiger King, and I was working. So
Twin Flame is this thing, whatever, but it was this couple. And was it a cult? Was it not a cult? It's a documentary on Netflix.
I'll watch it when we're done.
But they told people, they identified who their twin flame was. And then when the twin flame rejected them and they looked for advice, the twin flame leaders, practitioners, whatever they were like, no, that's your twin flame, to the point where these people were getting arrested for stalking. So I guess that's not funny.
So this is the idea of the twin flames. So the idea of the twin flames comes from various cultures have this, where we were at one point a single soul, and that single soul split into two by various calamities and crises and whatnot. Some traditions are, water and earth split. Some are fire and air split. Like there's all kinds of things like that. So they split, they're set asunder. It's a very romantic idea. And now they're traveling through the cosmos, being reincarnated, only to be brought back together. And they will not feel whole until they meet that other half of themselves.
It sounds like identical twins. It sounds like gross, honestly, now that you explained it like that. But
yeah, it seems like a good idea, but at the same time,
it seems like having. Well, actually, identical twins are always the same gender, right? Yeah, of course they are. So, yes. Right? Yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't be identical. They'd be fraternal.
Well, it is 2026, Barney.
Don't get. Listen. There's something. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
So yeah, so
okay, I have to say it. No, actually, no, let me not say it.
I think the romantic idea of questing for your one true love takes so much agency away from all of us.
Is it true?
You know,
Does everyone have their one to inflame?
I think that we partner with various entities over our lifetimes, because I do believe we reincarnate. I believe that we partner with various entities to learn different things so that we can elevate and become better, pure souls. That's what I think.
So you're advising women to sleep around until they found the right one?
Yes, that's exactly what I say. I tell them, Barney, I only tell the ones around you to sleep around. I'm like, go see Barney. He is object number one. No, I don't tell them to sleep around. I think
that's what it sounds like you just said. You're like, oh, you gain all these experience from all these
throughout lifetimes, not throughout one. Don't do it all in one lifetime. You're going to be sore. Throughout various lifetimes. So like, I mean, Dave Murphy, I've done some past life regressions with him, and he's had different dynamics with different people that are in his life. So like, his grandmother, I think, was his mother in one lifetime, like you get kind of things like that. So I think that it's fair to say that there are different lifetimes that different objectives and needs have to be met. So we will interface with different people in our soul group. How about that?
It's really a non-answer.
What do you mean it's not a non-answer?
The question is, twin flames, true or false? And then
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you. Very succinct answer. All right, let's get back to the star of the show, Claire. If I can figure this out. There we go.
Same time, I understand why people are doing it. I understand that people are doing it for money, and I get it. I just wanted to make this video so that you were aware, just to use tarot reading sparingly and to not be caught in limerence, and to only watch the ones which you can use as a pep talk, the same way as porn. I mean, if you watch porn, it doesn't affect you, fine. If you listen to tarot and it doesn't affect you, fine. But just be careful you're not using the toxic ones, the ones that say he's going to come back, the ones that say he's just watching you and he's going to approach you. Just like anything, just be careful about the ones you're watching and use your own discernment. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.
There it is. And Claire, may I recommend my favorite non-toxic card reader, fortune cookies, tarot.
Yeah, you fucking rule.
There it is, non-toxic.
So I do try and be non-toxic. I mean, it's I think she's right. She said at the lowest entry point, it's a pep talk. If that's what you need in that moment, you could call a friend, call a tarot reader, call a psychic. I had a client last week that was really funny. And when we got into the meeting, I was like, hey, it's good to see you. How's everything going? You do your pleasantries. And she goes, I have to tell you, I saw a couple of other tarot readers since the last time I saw you that were just local. Like it just went in. She goes, but this was a really big question. So I had to come to you. And I was like, okay. It's the thing that I teach my students, the things that I want my ethical proteges to go out into the world with, is that first of all, you have to have some ethics. You can't do a remote view on somebody's ex-boyfriend, see what they're doing. You can't dip into, your ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Like that's not cool. You can't do that. So can I see all that? Absolutely. Choose to do that? Absolutely not. That is not fair game. They're not giving me permission to dip into that. I can deal with my client's interaction with the ex, but I'm not going to go one layer deep and start talking about the ex, the new girlfriend or anything like that. But, you have to do your due diligence with any service. If you're going to get your brakes done, you would make sure that that person knew how to do breaks. If you're going to go get psychic advice,
Yeah, look, stop. But people say this all the time. What are you recommending here? Google reviews? And to me, the tarot card reader, the kind of tarot card reader I want them to be a woman. I want them to smell like incense and patchouli. Like that's the vibe I want. I want them to be kind of like a dirty hippie. They're probably growing their own mushrooms somewhere. Yeah. I want them to have like too many beads, like noisy, I said, a couple braids interspersed with maybe dreadlocks. I don't know, something like that. To me, when I see that, I think, oh yeah, professional tarot card reader. That's how I think. So
yeah, I mean, like if that's the aesthetic that works for you, and I fight against that. And like, Angus, is one of his friends, said, I just love your house, it's so whimsical. And I was like, oh, I love that, but like I kind of push for like a not whimsical kind of branding, because I'm like, there's so many whimsical ones out there. Like, why am I going to be one more? Like, I'll be like the professional tarot reader, but maybe not. Like,
I want people to be their genuine self, and that's the reason I like this Claire. She keeps changing her name, Claire Maria. That's why I like Claire Maria. I find her to be very, who knows, maybe she's lying, but I find her to be very open and honest and forthcoming. And she shares very personal details. As far as these tarot card readers, I don't want someone to put on the patchouli and the dashiki or whatever. I want them to just, that's how they roll 24/7. So, but I understand we have to present ourselves in a certain way. That's what I think. So, what do we think about, and hopefully Claire reads this. Claire, if you don't like this, just type in, take it down. I'll take it down. No problem. And if you ever want to collab, just let me know. Hit me up. Let's do it. I am in a transitional phase of YouTube.
That's from us going into Aries to Taurus. Like you're working the astrology there. Just
whatever that means. Yes, I've got my tarot guidance right here. And the channel is, I don't know what the channel is, and I didn't expect to go live today, but here we are. You talked me into it. And Annabelle, I thank you for encouraging me to go live, because I think this was fun. What do you think?
I think this was fun. I'm glad to have you back. The internet misses you. My people miss you. So,
and thank you for all your fans, because I think I had like 1 fan, 2 fans maybe, and most of them are year old. Hey, maybe got some new fans. I certainly appreciate all of you. That being said, don't forget to hit the likes up, leave a comment after the video, and like I said, I need 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, because I nuked my old content, and for
what, Barney?
reasons. What's up?
It's Tuesday, so if they haven't used their hypes this week and you're watching on the replay, hype this video. Hype it.
Whatever that is.
Hype it up.
Do it. And the future, let's talk about me, right? I guess we're done talking about her, right?
Yeah.
Closing thoughts on her?
I think she is on to something. I think she's a bit heavy-handed about the culture, about my culture. Bit heavy-handed. It could be anything that you get swept up in. But I do agree with her that there are some people that are doing it for entertainment, for clicks, for hooks, and all that. And you got to be judicious about where you lay your money down or where you lay your time down, because time is money as well.
Those are wise words indeed. And to you, Claire, if you hear my words, like I said before, I say it again. I'm a big fan. I love your openness. I love your honesty. I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and blessings to you and your
channel
life
growth.
And channel growth. Yeah, she would talk about YouTube for a long time, and she did crack
if you don't take.
1,000, but I don't think she's monetized. So can we somehow? I guess she needs watch hours. She's got 1,000. She does not controversial. Maybe she needs watch hours to get monetized. I'm not sure. Let's get her monetized. A tarot card reader told me it was just around the corner. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Good luck, Claire, as always. And I think
she's lovely.
Yes, she is. She's great. So
let's talk about Barney.
Let's talk about Barney. So again, I didn't plan on doing a show today, but I had such a great time with you. Maybe I'm feeling a bit inspired. There's so much going on in the world. I see what's happening. This may be our last day on Earth. Who knows? This may be World War III. It is a disaster. So politics are certainly on my mind. The other thing, well, this Eric Swalwell guy is on my mind too. I forget. He's famous, but what did he do before? Like, why do I know him from before? I can't remember. What did he?
Because his girlfriend was a
no. Stop. Oh. Before this, he was famous, and I'm trying to figure out what he did before.
I don't know.
Like, why did I know this guy? He just came out of nowhere. I haven't heard from him for a while. He is handsome, young, dashing kind of guy. You know, look, I'm a family man. I'm walking hand in hand. I'm going to be governor. Let me walk with my wife on a beach and talk about me being governor and pretend that we have a great marriage. You don't. And part of me wants to talk about it, but the other part is like, God, I just feel, and I have a bias towards men because I want to stick up for men. But these men keep pushing me on the women's side. I feel so sorry for this woman. It's one thing to have an unfaithful spouse. It's one thing to have these problems, but this is next level. And have you seen the videos? Right? There's videos of him with people. I'll leave it at that. And I'm trying to figure out if I like this guy. If I don't like him, maybe I'll go in. I mean, I don't like him for what he did, obviously, but I'm trying to remember, why was he famous before? What did he do? Oh, he resigned. Resignation letters from Swalwell. Yeah, he's done 17 minutes ago. So breaking news.
Breaking news. Let's talk about it.
Nah, it's not. I need to no, I gotta go. I gotta do some things.
You want to talk about Kristi Noem's husband?
Oh my God, yes.
Dude,
oh my God, yes.
What world do we live in?
We live in a world where it's so crazy that I actually feel sorry for Kristi freaking Noem. No wonder her face is melting from plastic surgery, because she's like, what's a girl got to do to get some attention around here? She melts her face. She gets hair extensions.
Shot the dog.
She shot the dog.
Shot the goat.
She diets. She works out. She puts on her tightest jeans, giddy up cowboy. And then your husband is sitting there, bro. And it's just like, this is the biggest L. This is such an L for men. Between Swalwell and Noem's, like Noem's husband. And the thing about this is, there were rumors about her cheating, and it's like, yeah, what else are you gonna do? Total pass. If I'm her and my man, what do you think he does with those? Touches himself?
So weird. It's a weird.
I know it's weird, but do you think that he just touches himself? Do you think he touches men? Do you think he's like Caitlyn Jenner and still only touches women? What is going on? Do you feel sorry for Kristi Noem after this? How can you not?
I weep for humanity. I weep for
no, but here's the thing. Whatever. I don't want to shame people for their desires. I don't. As long as it's consenting adults, that's fine.
Agree.
I don't think Kristi Noem consented to that. And I think that he maybe brought this in or learned this later on in the marriage. And when it comes to quote unquote cheating, she has to. I mean, how is he going to get through life? You got to stay married because you're a politician. You got to keep it on the down low.
Yeah. Or maybe she didn't know at all.
Oh my God.
Maybe she's just finding out.
Oh my God. How do you explain that?
You don't. You don't. You don't. I mean, and
is there a name? Is there a name for that? Is there a name?
I have no idea. There's probably one in German. But is eating.
What's her name? Christy. It's Christy with a K, right?
Yes, and an I, 2 I's.
Oh, is AI have it? Here we go. Christy Nome husband sexual condition. That was my question. There was just a statement. AI based on reports. The Lord is probably going to strike me down, but come on, I have to talk about this. Why do I feel guilty doing this? I should not revel in other people's misfortune, but here I am. I'm a scumbag.
We're just tossing it around.
Based on reports emerging in March and April, Brian Nome, who I never even knew about, the husband of former department, and is that why did she get demoted over this too? Like probably. A double life involving a specific online fetish community. Oh, there's a term. Bimbo. There's a name for it. This is great. I could do a whole episode on this. Bimbofication fetish, a niche role play subculture involving, in this context, cross-dressing with exaggerated large prosthetic breasts, tight clothing, and engaging in online conversations with fetish models. So what if
seems like so much work.
What if he just does this online and I guess so let's do a hypothetical. Let's say I was with a woman who I loved deeply and greatly, and she got high marks on everything, and then she says, I have a deep dark secret I need to tell you. And I'm like, oh God, what is it? And she says, I like to dress up like a man with a big thing online and model for other people, or like, what? Let's just say that he was perfect in every other way and this didn't leak. Could we tolerate this? I don't know.
So Zeph said in the comments that he went to private clubs.
Okay. No.
So like maybe. That's I think the online stuff it clocks as cheating for me. It clocks as
it is.
And so I like that's the beginning and end of it. Like I don't care what outfit you're wearing. If you're cheating on me,
Well, is Instagram cheating?
Yes.
So posting.
Oh no, I thought you meant.
I mean, you respectfully. What are you saying? Instagram is cheating or not? A bikini pic?
No, I thought you meant
Instagram.
like DMing on Instagram.
Where is the boundary? Tell me. You and Greg go to the beach, take a bikini pic. You're looking good.
I don't do that anymore. But there is a bikini pic of me and my girlfriend on my Instagram.
Are you cheating?
I didn't have a boyfriend at the time.
Is that cheating?
I wasn't with someone. If I was with someone,
that's not what I'm saying. I don't think there is a comparison between going online with fake bimbofication and Instagram in a bikini. Like there is I'm not saying the nexus is large, but there is a nexus. There is something similar.
I think it depends on if you are engaged in a relationship at the time. And for me, this is not across the board. Like I'm not doing this for I'm not making everyone else live to my sensibility.
No, the rules are different for different people will enjoy and or tolerate or have their own boundaries. Absolutely.
Being married right now, like if I was in, rip roaring great shape, if I was in great shape, best shape of my life, am I bending over and taking pictures of my cleavage and putting it on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If my husband is in the picture and it just happens to be kind of cheeky and silly, maybe we are, like there is a picture that we took at a wedding, and I had like a low cut dress on. It was one of the photo booth things, and I was I was pretty buxom in the dress, and so there's a picture in the photo booth where he's like pointing at them and like that, yeah.
He's in the picture pointing at them. Look at my property. I mean, I think that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, like that went up on. I think that's on Instagram someplace. What is Region asking?
Do you not know what that is?
Yeah, is he talking about me?
No, we're talking about Christy Nome.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna ask.
Maybe Christy Nome's into it. Maybe she likes it. Maybe she does do this, but getting busted is a whole nother thing. Who knows? Region and I is talking about Christy.
So Zeph said it's cheating if you DM or decide to like. I think the liking is a big problem for people. Like, you can't go and, if there's some hot friend of mine, you can't be like, boom, bazinga, like it. Not really cool. Not really cool.
Yeah, I don't think the internet's ready for me. Maybe I will. Maybe we'll talk about boundaries. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to talk about? Eric Swalwell, Christy Nome. I feel sorry for Christy Nome. I feel sorry for Mrs. Eric Swalwell. Hopefully she gets divorced. You want to pull a card on that or not? Or is that unethical?
Oh. I could do that. I'll do that.
Hillary stayed.
Did she?
And they still didn't give her the presidency. That was the deal she made with the devil, but the devil's a lie. The devil is a lie because
YouTube police just got here.
What is up, YouTube police? Thank you so much.
YouTube police, it's good to see you.
You have to divorce him. Is he gonna have a statement like Kobe Bryant? Oh, or I have a sex addiction. I'm seeking treatment. I love my wife, bro. Like it's just so much. It's so much. It's how do you, I guess, keep the family together? I don't know. How do you deal with that?
So right now she's keeping the family together because of the higher powers here. So that's keeping the family together. And that is seat of power. Whenever I get this card, when we're talking about Hollywood or royalty, it's always like, Hollywood, the royal family, the Kremlin, White House, all of that stuff. So yeah, she's gonna stay together for the political part of it. She has to.
Or maybe she loves them. Maybe she knew. Do you think she knew and she's just like, don't get caught? There's stuff like that happens. He's a good-looking guy. He's popular.
She knew.
She knew. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own boundaries, and maybe it was like, yo, don't get caught. Don't let someone. It's silly that someone filmed him and is, bro, you're taking video of me with this whatever. That's. I wonder why that person released the video.
Actually, I'm looking up right now. They were mad. They got cut off. If that was somebody that was getting some dinero from him.
The net? What is that?
Money. Dingy. Money. Scratch. They were getting money from him. If he was paying for it was like an OnlyFans thing.
No, it was. Did you see the video or not?
I did, but.
With the woman in his like lap with the couple dudes on a bed or whatever it was. Yeah,
there could be money exchanged and all that.
But I'm not talking about the woman. I'm talking about I think it was a man filming, wasn't it? Or I don't know, actually. I don't know who was filming.
So,
maybe AI knows.
Is he from El Salvador?
No. Is he?
Oh,
What are you talking
Regent's
about?
saying, ask the cards if she'll deport him to El Salvador.
This Region knows a lot, and this is a smart person. No, it's you have to. You don't remember Trump was deporting people to El Salvador?
Oh,
CCOT. El Salvador is awesome. I love talking about El Salvador. I love Nayib Bukele. I don't know what you know about that, but I'm a huge fan. Maryland is filled with El Salvadoreños. Everyone eats these pupusas all the time. Great stuff.
papusas.
Pupusas, yes. Kind of sounds vulgar, honestly, but it is what it is.
I don't think it sounds vulgar. It sounds delicious.
Yes, that's what she said.
What are you having for dinner?
I already ate.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I had sticky rice with thin cut pork chops dusted in flour. I had a salad with cucumber, onion. I think I ran out of tomatoes, and I actually put some oranges in it.
Ooh.
And I dressed it with just a simple olive oil and balsamic. And yeah, that's it. How about you?
We're getting into a good eating season. Agree? Like we're getting into fresh produce and all the good stuff.
No, I know how to cook, so I always eat and cook. I just eat too much.
Yeah, but like sometimes the produce isn't great, you know.
Well, no, I figured out where the best produce is in Baltimore. Newsflash.
Huh.
It's at H Mart, and it's also at my favorite La Mart. Just a little newsflash for you. It's the best.
Not sponsored, but open to it.
Absolutely. Yes, I need a Victory Garden. Absolutely. Yes, Victory Garden, actually. All right, I could just sit here and talk about this and that, but who knows? So, again, I want to thank Annabelle for encouraging me. This was a smashing success as far as I'm concerned. I want to thank all of her fans. Thank you so much. Please do keep an eye out for future episodes. Please leave a comment on the video after it's done. What do you want to hear about? Eric Swalwell? Do you want to hear about Ozempic face? Do you want to hear about the Straits of Hormuz? Do you want to hear about what? Because this channel, I've got 1,000 ideas, and it's just a matter. I feel like a Nike. I just need to do it. Just do it. And that is kind of where I'm at. That's it. I think I'm going to end it. Anything else?
I'm glad you're back, Barney. More Barney.
I didn't even say I'm back. Not yet.
Well,
Maybe.
you're back. I'm living in the moment. Let me have this moment. Let me have this moment.
Yes. That's a song, something. Anyways,
I think this was a good chat. I
loved it. It's great fun. Let me see what we have here. I don't know what I want to show at this point. I didn't update any of my stuff here.
Oh, somebody said the golden age of content. I like that, Region. The golden age of content.
Shout out to Trexie.
And my button came undone. I'm so glad that Trexie's thing was up there.
Talcott in the house.
We'll get views, Barney. We'll get views.
I missed you. Thank you so much, Zephyr, Police, Region 9, and all of you. As always, peace, love, and blessings to you all. And I will see you when I see you. Subscribe to everyone I said to subscribe to. I need a closing statement or a catchphrase or something. I'll figure it out. It'll just come naturally when it occurs. And I'll see you on the flip side. I am out. Oh, I need an outro video. Should I play some of my stuff? Here's a new segment. It's called... Okay, hold on. Do you have time for a new segment?
I do.
New segment, everybody.
We're staying?
Yeah, new segment.
Yes.
We're going to go over my old stuff. Press 1 if I should keep it. Press 2 if I should delete it. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh boy.
I like that. I like that too.
Wait,
I
are we voting
like
on this?
Yes. Well,
God, you're going fast.
I like it, so it's gonna stay. It doesn't matter. This is dictatorship.
I said one. I love that one.
That's the guy that immolated himself. FYI.
Really?
So, kind of dark humor there. Shout out to Fun with Dirt. Yes. There's our president in more heroic, better times, perhaps. The beeper.
Keep it.
Tiffany Hen. I mean, she's back in the news.
Is she?
Yes. She's a MAGA. She's running for something, but she's a Republican. She changed parties. We're going to keep it. We're going to keep that. We're going to keep this. This is a lot of political stuff. Keep this. Definitely keep this.
Yes, that absolutely has to stay.
Justin Trudeau dating Katy Perry. Kind of crazy.
Oh, that is bizarre.
This is me. First time I dressed in drag. That is me. That's a real picture.
I heard about that, the Golden Girls, but I never saw it.
The first time I dressed drag. This led me down to the road of bimbofication. Remember the Canadian teacher who taught shop and he had those huge, do you remember this?
Yes, but he was taking the piss.
He was trans or whatever, and it was like, anyways. Rare Earth, that's a band. They always talk about Rare Earth. I think this is going to stay. This is, of course, Donald Rumsfeld, Saddam Hussein back when we liked him. This guy is going to get shipped to Liberia. This is Maryland Dad, a.k.a. human trafficker, a.k.a. spouse abuser, a.k.a. every Democrat in Marylander wants him to stay in the state for who knows what reason. But now they're shipping him to Africa, which is, it's bizarre that we ship people. Look, I want to ship him out, but I don't want to ship. Why would we ship him to Africa? Like, what? How does that even make sense? That stays. What about this guy, right? Let's get this guy back. And that's what's going to happen. The Zios are out, and it's front and center now. And I'll vote for anyone that's anti-Zio. That's where I'm at. And I want them to get up on stage and say, I am going to extradite all these PDFers that are hiding in your damn country. That's what's up. Because that guy is disgusting and he got away with it. And it's just so gross that he gets to come to America and do things to underage American girls. Or was he into girls or boys? Who even knows? There's this.
That stays.
We've got the clapping. We've got the intro. We like this one. See if you've seen this.
You don't know me, and I wouldn't have done it. And if
I don't know you, then
please stop interrupting me. The thing is, I would have never done this to somebody that I love. When I got down on one knee again, I got interrupted. Good Lord.
I'm done with this. You are the meanest person I've ever met in my life.
I play that when people interrupt me. That stays. There's a few other ones we're going to pass on. I like this one.
You have no idea how bad it gets. I wish I knew how to quit you.
Never saw that.
It really is. I thought it won the award because it was, no, it's really that good. And you need to watch that movie. And it's not going to turn you into I got the flags. It's not going to turn you. It's not going to change. If a straight man watches it, when he's done watching it, he's still going to be straight. It's okay. It's really worth the watch. If you want to cry and have your heart broken, watch it.
Oh,
even straight through. Well, it's such a it is such a believable love story and so tragic. It is such a good movie. It really is.
Well,
it
now
really
I know
is.
the end. They don't wind up together. I got sucked into a short of Terms of Endearment, Deborah Winger and Shirley MacLaine and
Sounds
John
horrible.
Lithgow. Oh my God. It was just the scene where like she's crying and the doctor is like, before you get incapacitated, you're going to want to take care of some things. And she's like, I hear you. You want me to figure out what to do with my kids. And she loses it. And I'm losing it. I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God. Cute little Huckleberry Finn in that movie. Oh my God. He was so cute. That kid. Oh, he was adorable.
So should I watch it or not? I mean, it sounds like a chick flick, honestly.
Terms of Endearment, it definitely is a chick flick. Jack Nicholson plays one of the best characters ever, though. He plays an astronaut, like a cantankerous astronaut.
I think I've
but
seen
he's
it.
got a heart of gold. Yeah,
I think I've seen it. Part of it. All right, well, watch Brokeback Mountain, and what was the other one? Watch Twin Flame documentary. What else do we have here? We've got a few that I'm going to get rid of. We got this.
Made a new sexuality now, actually. It's called super straight, okay? Since straight people or straight men as myself, I get called transphobic because I wouldn't date a trans woman. You know, they're like, would you date a trans woman? I'm like, no, why? That's a female. No, like, that's not a real woman to me. Like, I want a real woman. No, you're just transphobic. So now, I'm super straight. I only date the opposite gender, women, that are born women. So you can't say I'm transphobic now because that's just my sexuality, you know? Yo, guys.
Genius. Genius. What else do we have here? This is good. Oh, hello?
Yeah, we got muted. That the super chat's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
That's me on guitar. Do you know that?
Yeah, I did know that.
Okay. This is good.
Who you trying to mess with, Esse? Don't you know who my daddy is?
That Hunter Biden was trading on his father's office to make $50 grand a month from the Ukrainians. In October, he admitted it.
The fact that you were the son of the vice president.
Yeah, no.
What role do you think that played?
I think that it is impossible for me to be on any of the boards that I just mentioned without saying that I'm the son of the vice president of the United States.
Son of Joe Biden, and boy, it's tough. I put the crack in the pipe and smoke it up. I like every day I'm tweaking, laptop leaking, pictures of me on a
You are
interesting.
muted.
It mutes me and holds it afterwards. That's new.
Yeah, that is new. That's a new feature.
Got to undo that. Hunter Biden challenged a Trump son to a boxing match. Like, is this really what it's come to? This is so pathetic. That's true. He did openly challenge, and I hope it doesn't happen. America has fallen far enough.
And Trisha Nixon enters the ring with a steel chair. Like, what's next? Like, what?
I thought it was an all-time low in Marco Rubio, when he was trying to be president in 2016, got up on stage and accused Trump of having small hands, by default making, of course, the claim that he has a small wiener. So American politics were, don't vote for Trump. He has a small wiener. Ultimately, he became Secretary of State. I don't know how that happens, but hey, the world is a crazy place. And I thought that was as low as it gets. That might be as low as it gets, honestly. But the Trump son versus the Biden son.
Well, wait a minute. Let's go back. Does Trump have BDE? Like Putin has BDE. He walks in a room and things happen. Does Trump have BDE?
He's got something. I don't. So I was a nurse, of course, and I've been around a lot of wieners. More than a lot of women, honestly. But there is showers versus growers is a thing. So it's hard necessarily to say. But what I did notice was the people that came in for mental illness seemed to be packing. And obviously when they come in, it was like, well, Barney, how did you look at his wiener when he had mental? Because you had to collect a urine sample. And sometimes they just won't pee in a cup. So you got to grab that schnoz and put a tube in it.
So I guess the hot crazy scale.
I think something.
There's one for dudes, but it's
not. I can't. Again, there's showers versus growers, and I have had a few patients that had priapisms,
What is that?
An erection lasting longer than 4 hours. It's a medical emergency. It's not funny, but it kind of is, because they come in like with a blanket over their wiener, and you ask them if they took some pills or not. And
what's the remedy for that? Like, what do they?
So I've had two priapism patients. The first doctor decided to inject epinephrine right in the wiener, and it was right at shift change. So I saw it and I got out of there. Thank God. And the second one, this doctor chose to get a 14 gauge needle, which is the biggest needle, the one that they draw blood with. The smaller the gauge, so 14 is like the biggest. There's a 10, but that's for surgery. So 14 gauge is big, as opposed to a normal 18, 20. A kid gets a
butterfly kit. Yeah.
Well, the butterfly is not. You can get a butterfly in any size. That's not everyone.
Oh.
No one understands that. But 14 is. It's probably a little bit bigger than a Q-tip shaft. And they stuck it right in this dude's wiener, and they had a syringe, and they like sucked like a bunch of blood out of it. And I was just like, whew.
That's got to be so psychologically traumatizing that I can't even imagine.
Can't imagine it either. And there's one other thing, if we're talking about priapisms. In a trauma assessment, it's more EMT or whatever, and I've never seen this, but you read about it. It's part of the trauma. So if you see like a motorcycle accident, if someone's like maybe fell off a roof or just blasted out on the road for whatever reason, part of the assessment is you have to, and it says it, palpate, that means touch, for a priapism. So apparently, if you have a specific,
I know that
spine injury.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the spine injury. The game of
no,
wow.
because of being law enforcement.
Oh,
yeah.
And I've never seen that or felt it. Lol.
The day is young.
The day is young. Yes. Let me hold on. We got some new comments. I missed the comments. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments. And my goal is to get remonetized. Of course, I need 4,000 watch hours. So let's get my watch hours up, people.
Yeah, YouTube police. My husband retired in August. He was law enforcement, not me. I'm a disaster. They would never hire me.
So let's get to what were we even talking about?
We were
going over my. Yeah, we're reviewing my channel, what stays and what goes. Super Chat stays. Cash App stays. This is funny. Quip.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yes.
Oh, my God.
And then there's this one. This is a double.
Fair sentence. Do you think they deserve to die, Mr. Haley? Answer the question.
Carly, don't answer that question. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
Yes,
I like that.
keep it.
Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell.
I forget what movie that is, but that's a great scene. Anyways, I guess that's it. We're done. That's it. All right. Peace and blessings to you all. I am out of here. Stay tuned for more fun. I will be anxiously anticipating clever, interesting, educational, inspiring, thoughtful, and suggestive non-sexual comments to help me out with this channel.
Inspirational questions.
Inspirational. Yes. And there it is. Is this the new ender? This is the new closer. Use inspiration where you can find it or something. I got to work on it. Or no, that didn't really roll off my tongue. There's something there.
Till we get one. We're not leaving.
Inspiration comes in many forms. I don't know. I'm done. I got to do something. How do I end this? All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Bye. And Claire Maria, come on, let's do a live stream. What are you waiting for? Let's go. You choose a topic. Or do one with Annabelle. Use her if you like, if she's game. Or not. Either way. Peace out. I'm out of here.